Good morning, Lighthouse. In one of my morning devotional reading, I came across a passage in Genesis chapter 47, and it really intrigued me. And this is when there was a severe famine in all the lands, and Joseph invited his father Jacob and his brothers and fed their families to come and live with him in Egypt. And Jacob came and met Pharaoh for the first time. And Pharaoh asked him a question, how old he was. And in verse 9, this is what Jacob said. The years of my pilgrimage are 130. My years have been few and difficult, and they do not equal the years of the pilgrimage of my fathers. My years have been few and difficult. And that stuck with me. And I started thinking about Jacob's difficult years. And I thought about my mom's difficult years raising us 8 kids as a single mom in Burma. And I was thinking about other peoples who had difficult years and what they did with these years and what happened to them. And what did Jacob do and what happened to Jacob? And as I was reflecting on these things, and I realized that many of us, if not all, have those difficult years in one way or another. You know, some of us have harder and more difficult than others, but they still hang on to their faith and learn from these years and improve their lives and thrive in their relationship with God. While others become hard, cynical, and resentful and bitter and unbelieving of God. When I look at Jacob's life, yes, he lived up to his name as a deceiver when he was young. He was self-centered, he schemed, he cheated, he lied, he bribed and conned his way out of many difficult situations. You know, he also paid a price for those times. His years have been definitely a few and difficult. Jacob ran for his life from his brother after he cheated him out of his birthright and conned his father into blessing him. He had to move from place to place and never got to see his mother again. Imagine not being able to see your mother's over 20 years and that she died while you were running. He was deceived and had to work 14 years for a wife, and that same wife died young while giving birth to your child. And his daughter, Dana, was humiliated and raped. And his 2 sons became murderers because of that. And Jacob had to live with that pain till his death. And Reuben, his eldest son, slept with Jacob's wife. And Jacob felt that sting and that hurt, even to his deathbed. And he lost his beloved son, Joseph, who went out one day and never came back. And he had to face a severe life-threatening famine where he had to choose food for life or losing his other beloved son. I can't imagine those few and difficult years of Jacob. Many of us would have, gotten bitter and angry at God. But Jacob, despite how the hardship of life, he was found in the book of Hebrews chapter 11, the heroes of faith chapter. Despite how life had treated him, he remained faithful to God. And I love what it says in Hebrews 11 verse 21. It says, by faith, Jacob, when he was dying, blessed each of Joseph's sons and worshipped as he leaned on top of his staff. This is so encouraging to me because no matter what Jacob has done in his past, not only God can forgive him of all his sins and restore him, but he can make him a hero of faith. Also, it's encouraging because no matter how unfair life can be and how unjust people can be, if we remain in God, God will get us out of every sticky situation and give us grace to go through it. So today, I just want us to keep on looking to God no matter what the situation is, whatever the circumstances that we're facing, that we're going to worship God even and leaning on top of the staff. limping because of the strain of life and worship God, just like Jacob did. So God bless you. May you be blessed and be empowered today in Jesus' name.